What's up guys? Today let's take a look at 52 Toys Street Fighter 6 Classic Skin Chun-Li. This is their third release after the default skin Chun-Li and default skin Ryu, if you don't count the repaint from SDCC. And I think it uses about 50% of the part from the classic skin Chun-Li, but it is still a pretty good figure. So without further ado, let's take a look at it. First thing I'm going to do is compare it to the default skin Chun-Li. First, let's take a look at the face. It's exactly the same face, although the hairstyle is different. The front hair is different, of course. The hair bun is different. The neck is also, unfortunately, the same because, as you can see, the pattern is the same, just painted differently. So she also has the problem of very long neck. Unfortunate, right? The shoulder is different. The chest is also different. And as you can see, the default skin Chun-Li's chest was sculpted like a rectangle. And I don't really like it. And as you can see, the classic skin is sculpted much natural. So that's good, right? Arm is obviously the same. And the cuff is different. The abdominal section is different. And there are very sharply printed detail on the silver bit here. So that's pretty nice. Okay. And the lower part of the chi pao is different. As you can see, the pattern is different. And it is also smaller. Same go for the back, right? The crotch piece, oh, what is this? The crotch piece is actually different. They don't really have to do that, so kudos to them to paying attention to detail. The thigh is the same, knee is the same, and the lower leg is obviously different. So yeah, like I said, about 50% of the part is new and another 50% is reuse, which is understandable because, you know, it's a skin. And I will say the new shoulder makes the shoulder look even wider compared to the default one, which I'm already not a fan of on the default skin. So I'll explain a bit more during the articulation section, but just let you know that I think the shoulder is a bit too wide. And of course, we can take a look at the details. The gold paint is pretty nicely done for a cheap figure, and the blue is plastic color, although they seem to mold a little bit of maybe blue metallic powder into it, so it has slightly of a shine. And you can see has a little bit of plastic swirl, but not super noticeable. The thigh is obviously just plastic color. Same go for the boot. I feel like the thigh is a bit too shiny, but they do fix one small problem that I have with the default one, that the upper side is a different finish compared to the plastic around the knees. And this is more consistent, although this whole thing is shiny. Oh yeah, I think for a cheap figure, this is pretty nice looking. I still think the face is too plain, and of course long neck, and could do it with a bit more shading all around. But again, I used to think that this figure is going to be cost like $50-$60 overseas, but apparently they are only about $40-$45. So yeah, around that price point, it's pretty good, especially when you take the articulation into account, which is the strong point of this figure. So yeah, let's take a look at their articulation. The articulation skin is also pretty much the same with the classic, the default skin Chun-Li. She can look up, really good. Look down, could be a bit better, but it's good enough. Rotation, tail, again, could be a bit better, but good enough. The shoulder is also the same as the default skin Chun-Li. There's a bit of a pull-up mechanic, right? Ball socket in the shoulder, and it's a ball joint, right? seems like the ball joint is a bit tighter on the shoulder and the torso area, so it doesn't pop out as easily, so that's pretty nice. Only using the ball joint, she can raise about this much, and there's a hinge inside of the shoulder that can allow you to raise about 90 degrees. Let me pull this one. You know what? Let's show the butterfly range first. It's not bad. The way they do the shoulder is a bit weird because, as you can see, there's a hinge, but doesn't really have much range, which really puzzles me because if I were to design this, I would just put a ball joint here and let this bicep connect to the ball joint and put the cuff as a floating piece around the bicep, and also cut a little bit around the shoulder to have a bit more room to move. Right now you only have this little range, which is really strange. Like, what's the purpose of this? She can't really drape the arm all the way down. Like, this is the lowest that she can drape. It's very weird, unnecessary design. Of course, she can go 360. I can see bicep swivel here. There's a dedicated bicep swivel. Again, I don't think it's necessary if inside is a ball joint, right? Why do you cut an extra joint that serves no real purpose? Because as you can see here, the arms actually can rotate. So, like, why? It's perplexing, to be honest. Double jointed elbow, very good looking elbow, right? And ball hinge wrist. It's a bit too loose though, and kind of easy to pop out. It's the same problem with the default skin one. Ab crunch, really good ab crunch, right? Same with the old one. Crunch back, real good. Side is also very good. Rotation, diaphragm only about this much, and waist can rotate 360. Like I said before, doesn't pop off as easily. Oops, still pop out, but definitely harder to pull off, so that's nice. Diaper piece is soft, can kick over 9 degrees if you flex it a little bit. Okay, back is gonna be hindered by the cheek. Side 9 degrees if you fiddle with the hip joint and the side swivel a little bit, and you got a bit of rotation here because it's a ball joint, and the side swivel is the same. It's a ball joint, so you can wiggle around, and rotation, and as you can tell, is also much smoother compared to the default skin one, so that's nice. Double jointed knee, pretty good knee, right? And unfortunately, there's no boot swivel, which is, I think, is a big miss of opportunity. It doesn't hinder articulation because this is a ball joint, but it definitely helped with the scope, right? When you move the feet, you want to have the upper part of the boot move with the feet, right? Ankle, it's the same with the default skin one. Ball joint here, ball joint here, so you got a bit of extra movement, and can go all the way back. Pretty far forward. Really good rocker. Not as good as the default skin one, but good enough. Rotation 360, and very nicely sculpted toe joint, and also nice and stiff. So yeah, for the price point, I don't think you can find a better figure that's have better articulation. Like, I don't really think so. All right, let's take a look at her accessories. as far as accessory go, it is exactly the same as the default skin Chun-Li. Same head, same hand. The cheap out piece is obviously different, but it's floated in the same way, the same combination, right? And of course, the same effect piece and the same stand. So I'm not gonna bother too much about it. Let's take a look at the size comparison with the 52 Toys default skin Chun-Li and Ryu. And as you can see, the new shoulder and chest make her neck really long, even compared to the default one. And also the shoulder, like the way the arm protruded out of the chest is not very natural looking, and also make her look really bulky. So I think in terms of aesthetic, I prefer the default skin one. With Jada Toys Street Fighter 2 Chun-Li with a custom head, Amanda Yamaguchi Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li, SH FigLite Street Fighter 4 Chun-Li Outfit 2, and third-party X-Cocoon / Whalework Chun-Li. And as you can see, the butterfly joint they cut for the Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li, the 52 Toys one, really make her bulky compared to the same outfit of, well, similar outfit of the Jada Toys and SH FigLite, which is unfortunate because she does have a superior shoulder range compared to these two, but come with the cost with less aesthetic looking. With Jada Toys SDCC Battle Damage Mark, Mafex Solo to Superman, Stone Arena Nash, and Marvel Legend Movie Wolverine. Yeah, so I think this is a solid entry of this line. The shoulder definitely takes away a little bit of aesthetic when you compare it to the default skin one. I like this one overall a bit better, but this is still solid nonetheless, right? Great articulation, come with pretty good accessories. I initially thought this figure, like I said before, much more expensive, but turns out it is around the same with the SCCC Battle Damage Mark from Jada Toys. And when you compare these two, this is definitely a better figure, right? Better articulation, more accessories, and better paint app. So if you like this version of Chun-Li, I definitely recommend this. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.